Okay, I did a video before about the Paralympic Games and their lack of coverage, but video didn't turn out well. I don't know what's going on with this webcam. Probably has to do with my computer, but I'll do it again. I'm going to shorten it a little bit. Yeah, I would have to say there was a total lack of coverage in the Paralympic Games because I thought they were pretty good, but they probably have a small audience and nobody really watched the games. In fact, I didn't watch the whole games. There wasn't really much time for me to do that. But I watched the sledge hockey tournaments, the bronze medal game and the gold medal game, in which Canada beat Norway. And the gold medal game, the U.S. shut out Russia. But overall, I have to be a little disappointed with these networks, CBC, NBC Sports, and maybe some cases CNNSI and ESPN. Now, ESPN hardly showed any sort of coverage for the Paralympic Games, especially ESPN.com, which I would have thought they would have showed highlights or maybe did a story on the Paralympic athletes. I mean, they did a few stories, but that's about it. And it also tells me that these Paralympians have a long ways to go before ever catching up to the original Olympic Games. But I saw the medal ceremonies for the sledge hockey tournament, and it was good until NBC decided to cut out the ceremonies, which was kind of low of them, and put a golf game on. Like, I don't care much about golf. I mean, it's kind of a boring sport, if you ask me. But people watch it anyways, and I don't know why. The sledge hockey tournament was a lot better than the golf game, and they decided to cut out the medal ceremonies. In fact, all these networks hardly did any coverage. CBC, I have to applaud just a little bit. They were okay. But the Paralympic Games hardly got any coverage at all. But yeah, there were a lot of fans sitting in the seats watching the sledge hockey tournaments. And to my surprise, Canada, I thought they were going to sweep the hockey medal count. Their men's and women's in the Olympics won gold. And I thought they would win gold. But they didn't. They lost to the Americans in the semifinals. But hey, they medaled. They won a bronze. Maybe they can turn it to gold 4 years from now in the Paralympic Games in Seoul, Korea. But I have to say, it's a total lack of coverage. ESPN hardly printed any stories, and CNNSI hardly did any stories about the Paralympic athletes. And it tells me that the Paralympians still have a long ways to go to catch up to ordinary athletes from the Olympics. And Paralympians, this one in particular, Oscar Pistorius, and I'll do a video about him later, and sometime in the future, since he competed in both the Olympics and the Paralympic Games too. But this is going back to the total lack of coverage. I thought NBC would do NBC, CBC, and ESPN and ESPN.com would do better jobs, but covering the Paralympic athletes. But no, they haven't. It shows me a total lack of respect and a lot of prejudices and stereotypes and discriminatory thinking that they have among these physically disabled or paralyzed athletes. Now I know some people will disagree with me on this, but I'm just telling it like it is. That's it for this video.